My name is Danny Humrich. I work for the Public Utilities Commission, San Francisco Water Department. This was the job that I have today was not what I had envisioned for myself as a young man. I was an athlete, and I thought that that's the road that I was going to go down, and that didn't pan out for me. And I didn't take any of the classes that they offer in high school. The wood shop, machine shop, I didn't take any of them. I wasn't interested in that stuff at all. And then I got into heavy construction, and I got hurt. And I had to have surgery, and they said you can't do that kind of work anymore. And so the company I was working for at that time, I was young, I was in early 20s, paid for me to go to school. So then I went to accredited college, De Anza College in Cupertino, and found out that I loved this stuff. My father's a machinist also, and he tried to show some of it to me when I was young, and I just thought it didn't hit for me then. And maybe I was more mature, but it worked out for me. I went to this, got credited, and then anytime you go to apply for a job, I would get hired because of this credit. I mean, they say, oh, you went to De Anza, okay, great, and they would hire me. And that's how I kind of got started in this field. And, we make anything here. We support everybody. And it was a challenge at first, too, because I'm real meticulous. And some of the stuff, if they have a main break and they need something right now to get out there to repair this main break to get the water back on for the public, they're not necessarily, it doesn't have to be perfect finish, you know what I mean? And so that was hard for me because I made everything look beautiful because I have pride in my work. And that was a bit of a challenge. And in here also it's in the other craft, I work with people, but I never work with so many people out in the public with the cars running back and forth, and it can get really exciting, and I like that. To be in this trade, you have to have manual dexterity. You have to be able to work with your hands and visualize and move around, and you have to have some strength to you too, because sometimes we work with heavy stuff. But you also have to be able to be book smart too. When I was in college, there were people in these training programs that were really good in class, but they couldn't put it together out on the floor. And there was other people that were really good on the floor and they couldn't put it together in the classrooms. So you have to have both in order to be good in this trade. If you want to make it as a machinist in this world, you have to be competitive, and you have to understand CNC, which stands for computerized numerical control. Without that, you're not going to succeed. Our trade, if you want to be good at this, you have to understand trigonometry, geometry, volumes. I mean, you have to be able to take and visualize angles in your head, because it's not a straight line. We never make a straight line here. Everything is angles. And so in this trade, you have to understand arithmetic. Otherwise, you'll never you go somewhere else. It won't work here. That's my specialty. That's what I love to do. I make things and I'm proud of them when I make them, and other people would look at it and they might not think any of it, but there was so much that went into making this part and that part, and I truly love doing this work. It's something that I'm really glad that I'm doing.